Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the main event.
Making his way to the ring right now, a much slimmer Iceberg. A man who's dropped some weight, who's gotten faster, who's gotten hungrier, and who's gotten stronger. It was about 9 months ago that Shatter defeated Iceberg, handed him his first pinfall loss in NWA Anarchy. 3 months later, hostile environment, Shatter became the first man to make Iceberg tap out. Iceberg is no stranger to singles titles in this very building, a Wildside champion for well over a year. Tonight, he looks to climb to the ladder to become the best wrestler in Anarchy today.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest has been sanctioned by the Board of Directors of the National Wrestling Alliance. Officers in attendance, NWA Anarchy owner Jerry Palmer and NWA representative Bill Behrens. When the bell rings, the man in charge of the action is referee Brent Wiley. This contest, one fall, no disqualification, with the added stipulation that members of the Devil's Rejects have been barred from ringside, is the main event of the 12th annual Hardcore Hell for the NWA Anarchy Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, to my right, wearing the black with red trim. He is from where men fear most by way of the compound. Standing 6'1", weighing in at 450 pounds. He is the being of inconceivable horror, the altar of human mutilation, wrestling soul serial killer, the #1 contender, and the challenger, the No Pain Train, Iceberg! His opponent to my left, wearing the purple with the black and silver trim. He hails from Atlanta, Georgia, stands 6'4" tall. He weighs in this evening at 242 pounds. He is the only man in Anarchy history to capture heavyweight gold in his rookie year. Since August 18th of 2006, he is your current, reigning, and defending National Wrestling Alliance Anarchy Heavyweight Champion, the
does it better than the man that is my broadcast partner at getting you ready for a heavyweight title fight. With the introductions out of the way, the talking is done. Shatter and Iceberg have not taken their eyes off of each other since they both entered the ring. Both men want to walk out of here with that prize hanging above Brent Wiley's head. Jeff G. Bailey, the manager for Shatter, wants to walk out of here with it.
And Shatter quickly takes the offensive with the right hands. Iceberg quickly takes him down. The two men brawling on the canvas, trying to set a tone very quickly. This match, no disqualification, which waives one of the championship advantages of Shatter. The Devil's Rejects are barred from ringside. That takes away an advantage of the challenger, Iceberg, seeing as how that is the way through Tank that he became #1 contender. And those ring steps are coming into play mighty, mighty early.
Well, the thing about it is we've seen this before from Iceberg, and right now Shatter is going right after him, and Iceberg just threw him right over the steps there. Greg Hunter, for 7 months, Shatter has held that Anarchy Championship, the second longest reign of any NWA Anarchy heavyweight champion. Tonight, he's in there with a man who I've said during your introduction was no stranger to singles gold in this building, the Paul C. Parker Arena. For well over a year, this man dominated as NWA Wildside heavyweight champion. He went through them all. Tonight, he looks to reclaim some singles gold and once again begin a reign of terror, this time under the tutelage of Dan Wilson. Greg Hunter, his last reign of terror was under the tutelage of the man at ringside for the champion now, Jeff G. Bailey.
They are right here beneath our announced position. Iceberg punishing the Universal Soldier Shatter, leaving Shatter here in something of a heap. Oh, God.
Oh! Greg Hunter, I felt the effects of that. And I hope we stay sturdy up here for a little while, because that was 450 pounds crashing into our booth.
Real quick tail of the tape. Shatter, 6'4", 239 was what his advertised weight was to us. He weighed in this morning at just over the 240 mark. He's giving up 210 pounds to the challenger, but has a 3-inch height advantage. The man, I would say, has the strength advantage. I would have to think this man is pure muscle. He's the only guy I've ever seen, one of the only men, to powerbomb Iceberg. The PTSD is an effective weapon against the No Pain Train, not to mention he's the only man in history to make Iceberg give it up.
And Greg Hunter, very early on here, I hate to cut you off, but Iceberg's been busted open here and trickling down the blood. And I mean, the thing about it is that's something that can come into play very early, because I mean, we're less than, 4 minutes into this match, and Iceberg's already losing some blood.
Iceberg, dog, oh Lord! Belly to back suplex on belly to back on the arena's entrance ramp, and now Shatter wiping Iceberg's blood on his chest like a badge of honor, measuring the No Pain Train with right hands. He hears Jeff G. Bailey saying, stay on him, stay on him. There's a table positioned here at ringside. The lumber has come into play once or twice tonight. He has ripped the chain link off of our camera well and is now using it, raking it across the forehead of the No Pain Train, whose blood is now splattered on the floor of the Paul C. Parker Arena.
Greg Hunter, this man right here, Iceberg, he's been in the ring with legends like Abdullah the Butcher. He's been in the ring with guys like Mr. Pogo. He's defeated those legends. Tonight, he finds himself with a lot to lose and a lot to gain in this match.
Right now, a chair given to him by Dan Wilson serves Iceberg as an effective weapon. He throws Shatter into the ring. Shatter able to recover. Shatter with a boot. He now has the chair. Shatter careens that chair off the head of Iceberg, and Iceberg nearly fell off that apron. Shatter sets that chair up. Shatter, what in the world has he got planned? Go! Lord! Shatter, you use the chair as a springboard for a shoulder tackle, and Iceberg falls off the apron through the table at ringside.
Greg Hunter, that's the thing about these no disqualification matches. Anything can happen, anything goes. And right now, Shatter, much like he has in the other two contests, is dominating Iceberg early here and looking maybe to end it early.
These two men, the feeling out process here, folks, non-existent. They know each other very, very well. They have competed against each other in some of the most violent matches in NWA Anarchy history. They competed against each other during War Games. It was Shatter a year ago at Hostile Environment 2007 that made Iceberg submit in the match beyond. Shatter has faced Iceberg as a contender to the heavyweight title more than once. Season's Beatings was a three-way dance, with Iceberg and Michael Judas both contending for the Anarchy title. Shatter victorious at that winter event. And now he is setting that chair up, trying to wedge it between the top and middle ropes. What he has in mind, no one can tell. But right now, Shatter pounding away at the open one on the head of the challenger. The altar of human mutilation, Iceberg.
Greg Hunter, would you have thought a year ago, when this man right here, Shatter, was in a tag team with Truett Fields, that we'd be sitting here at Hardcore Hell 2008 calling this man the heavyweight champion?
Big belly-to-belly suplex by Shatter. Very few men in the history of Anarchy have ever been able to manhandle. That's right, I said manhandle Iceberg. But you are looking at one of them right now, and it is the heavyweight champion. Right now, looking for plunder, he finds a ladder, one of the few ladders here in the arena that was unscathed from our four-way dance ladder match earlier tonight.
And I don't know if you caught that or not, Greg Hunter, but wiping more of Iceberg's blood on its chest that he picked up off the floor there.
Now Shatter, the Universal Soldier, has Iceberg in the corner. Right hand is blocked. Berg returns fire. Right hand is blocked, and the mighty Iceberg returns again. Iceberg with the right hands, one after another. He's got the champ reeling. He's on the ropes. Sends Shatter off the ropes. Big power slam from the 450-pounder.
Greg Hunter, the thing about it is, Iceberg knows what it takes to climb that mountain. Shatter, you said it during the introduction, the only man in his rookie year to capture the Anarchy Heavyweight Championship. So he knows what it takes to climb that mountain. The thing about it is, Shatter's the champion. Yes, there is a certain advantage that goes with being the champion. However, one of the big components, the disqualification rules you pointed out earlier, has been taken away. Can he do it again? Can he do it for a third time and beat Iceberg and walk out of Hardcore Hell the heavyweight champion?
They're using that ladder as a battering ram, and now uses it as a platform. He has Iceberg on the top rope. If this man is thinking superplex, it's going to be a rough ride. Right now, he's got Iceberg, and that is exactly what he's thinking. Iceberg fighting it off, shots to the kidneys and the short ribs. Good Lord! He just shoved Shatter off, and that ladder that Shatter himself set up, not doing him any favors.
And I mean, you know what? If I'm not mistaken, I can't tell from here, but the ladder may have lacerated him on the shoulder.
Up and over. Oh, wait a minute! Spine buster into that ladder. That ladder has just been obliterated.
Well, Greg Hunter, ladders aren't meant to hold 450 pounds, and they definitely aren't made for 450 pounds crashing through them.
Well, tonight ladders have certainly had a short life expectancy in the NWA arena. Cover, lateral press, no hook of the leg, foot on the ropes. Referee Brent Wiley, very alert, sees that. Only a 2 count. Shatter, by the looks of things, too exhausted to get off of Iceberg immediately from that lateral press. These two men have taken a lot out of each other in little time.
Well, Greg Hunter, I want to apologize to the fans at home. That wasn't Shatter's shoulder that was lacerated. That was actually some blood from Iceberg's hand on the back of his shoulder. So right now, Shatter looks like he's in okay shape. But look, I mean, just digging into Iceberg's forehead, much like he did at War Games when he dug into the throat of Iceberg with that piece of wood.
It's very interesting to think of a man who's been thrown off the top rope into a ladder as being the guy in better shape. But the heavyweight champion, Shatter, on his feet. Shatter pulls the mighty Iceberg to one knee and powers home a right hand. And now just choking out Iceberg. One has to realize, Iceberg, for all of his accomplishments and accolades, the man has not tasted singles gold in several years. True, he has reached the top of the mountain, but he is facing a man in Shatter who wrestles every match as champion as if he's the challenger. He looks as hungry as he did the night he won the title. And right now, he has Iceberg. He has him in a front chancellery, underhooks one arm. Iceberg fights him off with right hands. Shatter is rocked. Iceberg again with the right hand.
Well, Greg Hunter, to be exact, it was July of 2003 when Iceberg lost the Wild Side heavyweight title to Hot Stuff Hernandez. So it has been quite a while for Iceberg holding the singles gold. Almost 5 years.
Iceberg in the corner, and Jeff G. Bailey. Bailey has that broken shard of table. We've seen this in interviews. Bailey has talked about it. That is the broken shard of table from Hostile Environment at the Georgia Mountain Center that was used in War Games to make Iceberg submit. And headbutt to the midsection, and Iceberg with his own power bomb. Iceberg with the cover, lateral press, no hook on the leg, and only a 2 count.
Well, Greg Hunter, the thing about it is, you have to question how much authority was behind that power bomb. I mean, granted, a 450-pound man driving you to the mat, it's going to hurt. But how much has been taken out of Iceberg, and how effective is he going to be with all the blood that he's lost during the course of this match?
Right now, Shatter just avalanched in the corner. The man is down. Iceberg, the no-pain train, is about to derail himself. And what you just saw compares only to a couple of Amtraks running head-on. Rolling senton by the 450-pound Iceberg. Iceberg, lateral press, and Shatter kicks out Jeff G. Bailey. A dead sprint around the ring. Concern on the face of the man that manages the heavyweight champion.
Well, of course it's concern on the face. I mean, this guy right here is his heavyweight champion. This guy right here has made Jeff G. Bailey a ton of money since becoming champion in 2007. A big spear by Shatter just took Iceberg right off his feet.
Iceberg was reaching for that piece of table, that shard of the Simonite table used at War Games at Hostile Environment 07. And he was almost transfixed on it. That momentary distraction cost Shatter right there, or cost Iceberg rather, gave Shatter the opportunity to make a recovery.
But both men are spitting this one, Greg Hunter. Both men, you can see the wear on their body. You can see how tired they are. How hungry are they? Who's going to be the hungriest one, and who will be able to reap the reward of that Anarchy Championship?
Shatter, the Universal Soldier, charges in, and the man, belly to belly, drove him right down on his head. Still the presence of mind to kick out only a 2 count.
Greg Hunter, this man right here, what a rookie year he had. What a sophomore year he's starting for himself. The thing about it is, I am almost going to go on the record and say that Shatter is indestructible. This man has taken Iceberg 10 shots. A second rope splash there by Iceberg.
2, and only a 2 count. Iceberg with that big splash. The ground zero from ground level has put away many, many men. He just used it from the second rope. And now, Iceberg has the man up. Shatter drops down. DDT, and now both men are down.
Greg Hunter, But look what happened. Shatter rolled over.
2! Shatter with the presence of mind. And Jeff G. Bailey, irate, just chucked a chair halfway across the arena. Shatter is begging this man to get up. He is poised and he is ready. I'm not sure Iceberg knows where he is. Shatter charges. Berg moves. Shatter just run headlong into that steel chair.
And he's not silly, and Iceberg once again has the broken piece of table. The table that caused him to tap out in War Games. And right now,
and he is digging that table into the head of the champion. The champ is now lacerated. And he is bleeding freely. He is fighting back. You can see the blood flying off this man's head, and he is digging it into the skull of Shatter, the Universal Soldier. He's digging it in now. Shatter trying to hold on. Jeff G. Bailey trying to get in the ring, and Dan Wilson stops him, and the man tapped out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match by way of submission, and new NWA Anarchy Heavyweight Champion, the No Pain Train, Iceberg!
Greg Hunter, I can't believe what I just saw. The man is still spewing like a fountain. He's lost a lot of blood. He held on for as long as he could. He was stabbed in the head with that very piece of wood that he made Iceberg submit to at Hostile Environment 07. But at Hardcore Hell 08, it was his worst enemy